My name is Billy and welcome to Fanatic Transmission. This is the start of my brand new channel. Was meant to launch this last week, but unfortunately some stuff came up. But this week is the start of the brand new channel. We're going to have daily videos throughout the week, and I am super excited about it. This is happening because underneath the name Brawly, I felt like I was confined to Blizzard. And underneath this name, underneath the name of the brand new one-man podcast that I'm starting up pretty soon, this name allows me to branch out into other things. So if I want to do the brand new Batman game, which by the way I would not be doing because obviously it's been out for quite some time, but if I wanted to do Batman Arkham Knight, I could do Batman Arkham Knight. If I wanted to do the new Call of Duty game, I could do the new Call of Duty game. And it allows me to... I felt like underneath the name Brawly anyway that I was confined to Blizzard. But now I can do whatever I want, and I'm very excited about that. But today we are going to be doing Blizzard things. Today we're going to be playing some Paladin. This is specifically my Hobgoblin Paladin that I was working on before the Grand Tournament, and with some slight Grand Tournament changes. So let's get straight into the match. Alright, so we're going to go up against another Paladin. It's probably the new secret Paladin everyone's been running. I'm going to keep a Cult Master in my hand just because Cult Master is a very, very good card. You can probably keep the Elven Archer in my hand too because it's really good against Paladin in a lot of ways. So maybe we just keep this entire hand because everything kind of synergizes with each other. Yeah, I kind of do actually just like this as a starting hand. If our opponent plays a shielded mini-bot, we are in quite a lot of trouble though, because I don't have an answer for that directly. That would be fairly frustrating. Although I don't really have anything in the deck that directly answers it anyway, so I'm not really mulliganing for an answer to shielded mini-bot. Hopefully he just doesn't have the shielded mini-bot. He did keep one card in his hand, and that could probably be a shielded mini-bot, but it could be a many number of things anyway, so it's very difficult to play around the mini-bot. Mini-bot's just such a scary card. So he doesn't play anything on turn 1, just because Paladin has so many things that I am scared of. I'm just gonna play Knife Juggler. Let's play Knife Juggler. It is kind of risky to play this Knife Juggler because Paladin now has Mad Scientist, now has, you know, all these crazy things. 2-drops are really good for Paladin right now. Alright, he's just gonna reinforce. Okay, so that makes me the most happy person in the world, because now we can just slam down this Echoing Ooze. Oh, and we hit the Silver Hand Recruit. Perfect. Okay, awesome. That's kind of a little trick if you don't know. You can start attacking with a minion, and then if the enemy minion isn't glowing orange, as if you could target it, it means one of your knives hit the thing. It just lets you know a little earlier. If you're not up for that whole suspense thing. Okay, so it looks like we are versing an aggressive deck, so that's perfect. I want to be versing aggressive decks. Sweet, so we draw our Lowly Squire, MVP of the deck. We're just going to go ahead and play Lowly Squire, hit one of the minions. Ah, okay, that kind of sucks. We're just going to Hero Power, hit one of the minions. Any one of the minions, let's go. Perfect, okay, cool. So Lowly Squire is also going to get a buff from that. That is actually really cool, and we're going to go face with our Knife Juggler. Okay, cool, so keeping control of the board. Very, very nice. Alright. Lowly Squire, man, I really like this card. I think it's very underrated. Unfortunately, we are going to get Consecrated, but that's fine, because we have a really nice 4-drop to play. Let's just slam it down there on the board. Let's go. Shredder. Alright. Well met to you, too. Well, looks like he's going to start flooding the board with some Silver Hand Recruits here, but I'm going to do the exact same, but with a little bit more style. We're going to... I think we're going to have to give up the Shredder here. So we're going to throw away the Shredder. The odds of Muster for Battle clearing the Silver Hand region is just so low. And oh my god! Let's go! Oh my gosh. Alright, Knife Juggler, man. It's a scary card, who knew? So this is going to be absolutely huge if my opponent plays anything big. So like Sludge Belcher is really good for me right now because I can go in with Cult Master and just stuff like that. So I'm going to be able to draw a lot of cards off of this if he doesn't have another Consecrate. It'd be very lucky for him to have the other Consecrate. Just going to play Knife Juggler and possibly Muster for Battle now. Looks like he's going in with Ironbeak Owl. Okay. So this is completely fine with me. I'm absolutely okay with this. Unfortunately, I'm going to get slightly less card draw than I imagined. Ooh, we pick up a Bolvar a little bit late in the game, but that's fine. We're just slam down this Cult Master now. Alright then, let's play the... No, I think I need to get this card draw. What I wanted to do is I wanted to start going in with Elven Archer, but I think I want to start getting some cards in here, so instead of going for the knives, we're just going to start drawing cards off of our Cult Master. Hopefully pick up an Annoyotron or something that's good on its own. Unfortunately, we do not. Let's just go ahead and hero power here and start going face with the Knife Juggler. Alright, cool. Alright. Seems pretty good. We got our opponent down to 10 health. We're still threatening lethal. So that's pretty good. How much do we have actually on board? Yeah, we are threatening lethal. He needs to answer our board in some way. He goes in with a Divine Favor, so his deck is kind of aggressive oriented. That's kind of a shame. He must not have gotten a really good draw that turn. I feel really bad for him. That's fine. We're going to play another game. I will see you guys at the start of the next game. I don't even know what the meta mage deck is. What am I meant to be predicting here? So many new decks are around. It's just so crazy. Okay, so let's mulligan away everything here. Hopefully pick up some 1-drops. No 1-drops to be seen, but we do pick up the Wombo combo of Lancebearer and Echoing Ooze. But hopefully we can do something with that a little later on. We do pick up an Elven Archer as well, so pretty slow hand, unfortunately. Here, he's going to coin out an Unstable Portal. Okay, so probably versing some type of tempo mage now, so it's kind of scary. Hopefully he plays the card right now, because if it's a big card that he can't play right now, we're kind of terrified. It was Dreadscale. Okay, super cool. Alright. That is some funny stuff right there. We do pick up a Hobgoblin, so we want to save our Echoing Ooze for that. Oh, I really want to play the Echoing Ooze right now, though. He can just clear up the Echoing Ooze, which is slightly unfortunate. But I can play Lancebearer next turn. I think I might actually just play Lancebearer this turn. No, because he'll just ping it. See, look, we're in a really rough spot right now. Dreadscale was like the dream Unstable Portal card right now. I think I might just have to play Echoing Ooze. It's very unfortunate, but I'm going to have to play Echoing Ooze here, because if I play anything else, he can have an answer for it with his hero power plus the Dreadscale effect. So, it kind of sucks. He goes in with Arcane Blast. Okay, I see how it is. That's fine. He's going to take the 1 damage from the Dreadscale. That Arcane Blast was actually pointless, because he used essentially 2 mana, because he had 1 mana left over. He should have hero-powered one of the Oozes, and then that would have, the Dreadscale effect would have finished off the Echoing Ooze, and it would have been completely fine. He would not have had to have used an Arcane Blast. So he used a card where he didn't have to. A little bit of a mistake there, but that's completely okay. We all make mistakes. I'm just going to use this Elven Archer here, and we're going to hero power up and get a Silverhand Recruit on the board. So we have 2 1/1s on the board now, combating for us. Hopefully he plays something with 2 health, because then we could trade away 2 things, plus his thing, and then we'll be able to draw 1 card, we'll be able to draw 2 cards off of a 2-mana Solemn Vigil, which would be pretty nice. That would help us out quite a lot, but unfortunately he's just going to hero power this turn. But that's also okay. Let's see what we draw here. We pick up a Wisp. If it was 1 turn away, we'd be able to do some serious cool stuff right here with Hobgoblin. I think we actually will wait 1 turn just to pull off this combo. What does he play next turn? Probably a Shredder. So we're going to be completely okay here with just hero powering, because he can't answer both of these things. If he wants to hero power, he'll have to play a 2-drop, which my Lancebearer will be able to buff one of my little dudes here and be able to deal with the 2-drop very easily. Hopefully, anyway. And yep, that exact scenario is going to happen. We're going to be able to slam our board with a bunch of Hobgoblin nonsense, and we pick up another Wisp. So we're going to be able to go super ham on this. Double Wisp, Lancebearer, trade away our Elven Archer here, and that is a huge board swing. The only circumstance where this is bad is where he's running a Flame Strike. I highly doubt he's running a Flame Strike just because of the type of deck that he's shown us so far. But maybe he is running a Flame Strike. Maybe he's just gonna trick us. Okay, so he is going to Frostbolt away the Hobgoblin. That's completely fine because we don't have anything left in our hand to synergize with Hobgoblin anyway. So that's completely okay. We're 100% okay with that. We pick up a Muster for battle, and we could do some nonsense this turn. What do we want to do? I kind of want a Muster for battle here. Yes, let's do that. I'm going to muster for battle, and we can also hero power as well. We're just trying to flood our board here, so hopefully next time we can get a big Solemn Vigil turn. Maybe we even draw a Cult Master from the Solemn Vigil, and we can do some crazy stuff like that. But we'll have to see what happens. Let's see. What have you got for us, Mage? He plays a secret. I wonder what that secret could be. And it looks like he's just going to hero power face. Wow. Okay. Alright then. Well, that's the opposite of the card we wanted to pick up. We did not want to pick up a muster for battle here. Let's just attack face. And our opponent had nothing as far as a secret. Maybe an ice barrier I thought might have popped there. But apparently he is running a... I don't know what type of deck this is that he's running. But let's just go ahead and draw cards with Solemn Vigil. And pick up a Knife Juggler and a Shielded Minibot. That's completely okay. Normally I would never accept drawing drawing 2 cards for 5 mana, but I couldn't have played anything that turn anyway. So he goes for the Flame Strike, as suspected. Well, not as suspected, but as we previously hinted at before. Let's just play Knife Juggler now. Hope that this is Mirror Entity. Yes, it is Mirror Entity. Okay, cool. So we're just going to attack this. We're going to muster for battle, and we're going to play a Minibot. And throughout all of those knives, surely we should kill the Knife Juggler, and we should also do a bunch of damage to face. So that's super cool as well. Really, really threatening lethal now as well, so our opponent really has to watch out and control the board a little better now. Tyrion is going to be massive this game as well. So he slams down the Mana Worm. Does he have another Flame Strike? No, it appears not. What's he getting at then? Maybe Dragon's Breath? Maybe? I'm so confused. Are you forfeiting? Forfeit to the power of Hobgoblin. Yes! Alright, there you go. We played 2 games with the Hobgoblin Paladin deck. I personally think that this is a really cool deck. If I ever do bother to finally finish off Paladin to Golden, here I only have, how much is it? It's 230 games, which isn't a lot. If I ever do manage to push my way over to a Golden Paladin, it will be with this deck, I think, because this deck is a lot of fun to play, and it's also very fast, so you should be able to fit in a lot of games with it. But anywho, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to use this deck, feel free. If you feel like Leroy is a big craft and you don't really want to spend 1600 on Leroy, well then I could recommend some replacements. You don't actually need the 6 damage from Leroy. I am only running it because it's very nice to have a fallback and a nice finish. You could run Lotheb in there instead. It kind of accomplishes the same thing, as in it prevents your board from being wiped, and you can continue to push for damage. You could throw in another Annoyotron to have extra synergy with Hobgoblin. There are a lot of cheap alternatives to Leroy Jenkins in this deck, so if you don't have Leroy, feel free to mess around with that. Another one that people might not have is Bolvar. I personally recommend that Bolvar is incredible in this deck, and I recommend that you craft it if you want to play this deck. However, if you do not have the dust, just think about those other replacements I was talking about. Annoyotron and Lotheb are both really good cards. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.